Welcome back! On today's episode, I submit to capitalism. Hi everyone, thank you for your patience and welcome to the first of the road trip videos. The trip where everything went just wrong enough. My name's Coy. If you're new here, I hope you enjoy your stay. Please leave any feedback you have in the comments. And let's travel back in time a little bit to late June 2020. Now this is about 3 days from when I had planned to depart on this trip with my 1999 Lexus from New York to Florida and back. And there were still a few very important things that it needed before setting out. To try and finish everything, I drove out of the city to my storage unit where I keep my summer tires and a few extra tools and arranged breakfast with a friend to get a bit of moral support because I was really rusty with working on cars and quite frankly didn't feel like doing any of the things I had to that day. And that brings us to Birchwood Lake, New Jersey with one of my first friends in the north and wingman, Dana, having an offensively carby breakfast from a place called Carver's. Shout out to Carver's. After breakfast, we each ran some errands and an hour later I reached the storage unit, promptly realizing I'd made a small oversight earlier that morning. I don't have the keys. Fuck! You wanna know the irony of this? The reason I don't have the keys is because I used them to throw a tow strap up to the fake balcony next to my door to break into my apartment because it was locked out of the apartment. Fast forward another hour and I miraculously found someone in the car scene that was free, picked up the keys from my roommates in Brooklyn and drove to New Jersey for the day. Oh my god, dude, thank you so much. Alright, and look at that! Enter Amar, drifting McWeevy boy in his 1J swapped IS300, and my keys. Nice, sweet. Dreams do come true. Right, looking good, crisis averted, doors open, my possessions have maintained the fact that they are still there, and now we just gotta do a wheel swap while the engine cools off enough to take care of the knock sensor. This is all actually getting pretty straightforward. How is it, wait, what is happening? What? Is it the same nut? Yeah? Was it under resistance the entire time?
Yes.
Wait a second. There might be a different thread pitch.
No.
Are there two different looking sets of nuts on those adapters?
Well,
Oops. So how's it look?
it's hot.
It's oh wow. Okay. So I might need a new one of those. I probably need to eliminate. Ow. Okay, yeah, ooh, okay. Ooh, hello. That's really warm. We finished swapping the wheels and adapters, but over 3 hours of waiting for this car to cool down, the engine was still way too hot to work on. As we started to run out of time to really commit to doing this knock sensor job, I started DMing people on Instagram and seeing if anyone was free the next day for me to just drop the car off and come pick it up when it was done. Luckily, a friend of ours named Ducky said he had some time, so he threw me a number and I drove to his house to drop the car off. Now I can't be sure, but I think I'm here. And this is Ducky.
You want to just park? You can either park right there behind that tree or park behind the truck all the way down the block.
I'll go with the tree.
Okay, so just park right
Is that where you swapped an engine?
there. Yeah, like literally right there in the street.
Really?
The car was built right there twice.
I feel like I'm in good hands.
Yeah, you're good.
I think so.
Thanks, man.
Only issue is now I have to move that car somehow with that wheels.
Oh,
Hey,
good.
Coy, watch this.
Oh, God. Oh my god, don't run my neighbor's trail. I can't bring you Brooklyn kids anywhere. Jesus Christ.
I'm a Florida boy.
Were you on Vinwiki?
Huh?
Yo, I'm dead.
Were you on Vinwiki?
Someone posted that in the group, and I had no clue you were on Vinwiki, and I watched it, and I was like, no fucking way. Yeah, it's like look at him laughing at his own jokes.
How was everyone's day?
Good. I bought food right before you came. You took too long. Now my food's cold. I want to go eat. No, that's good. I'm going inside now, though.
For context, I'm gonna lean out of the window because it's more dynamic. Oh Lord, too dynamic. I need a new knock sensor for the LS400. To replace the knock sensor, you have to take off the intake manifold because it's in the valley of the engine block. I don't really trust myself mechanically anymore because I functionally haven't been working on cars for like the last 2.5 years, and I couldn't find any video tutorials, which is how I survived with the Subaru. So I gave it to Ducky, who also has no resources but is just better at mechanicking than I am, and hopefully I'll be able to drive to Florida in 2 days because I have to drive to Florida in 2 days. So no pressure, Ducky. Thanks a lot. Thanks heaps. And I don't know when I should resume this video. Maybe, I guess tomorrow when we come back.
Yep.
Because it's nighttime and that doesn't make for good filming on a GoPro. So I'll see you soon.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going for it.
Oh. Okay, so today I learned the Lexus is not loud. There he is. We're gonna become great friends. Ah! Oh, I don't wanna die.
No. Well, a little bit, not too much.
How's it going, man?
Pretty good, man.
Oh, I thought I didn't fit in my Lexus. Wow, this is
Oh, the sequel's down.
sick.
Man, we almost died.
It's the next day. Ducky has worked his magic and fabricated.
Listen, just don't even think about it. Don't even think about it.
Oh, ow. He uncovered the problem, which was potentially the knock sensor, but definitely the fact that it was no longer connected to anything because the connector for the wiring harness basically just turned to dust. We couldn't find one, and he got it working somehow anyway. So we're gonna go see, and I'm sure it'll be just fine because it's a 1UZ. Oh, that's nice. I forgot about that.
Huh? Oh, the gauges, yes.
Yeah, it's a fun fact. Amar actually let me drive his car at one point. It was night and I got in the car and I did a thing and I didn't really pay much attention, and I got back around to give a second attempt, and then I looked down before we set off and saw the wheel like that and just thought I absolutely fucked his car completely.
Disclaimer, they're not bent. They're just seized. I don't want anyone thinking, oh, is this guy driving on bent tie rods? I mean, I would.
That would be one hell of a bend, wouldn't it? Like, that just seems like that would be
Yeah.
That's going in. I have a question as someone that has never owned a properly set up drift car that you can just like initiate
Bold of you to
consistently.
assume that my car is properly set up.
Okay, okay. I just feel like if I was driving a rear-wheel drive car with a welded diff, some power, and a working handbrake,
Yeah, if you go side.
nothing would stop me from sliding literally every single exit every time I was on a ramp.
No, 100% not, because the day after I got my diff welded, I was sliding every single turn. I had no self-control. I still don't have self-control.
So that's a learned thing then. Once I get it out of my system and crash a few times, then
You'll be fine.
very nice, very good, very nice. Mexico, beautiful this time of year, yes. Wow, I'm much impressed.
Dude, why is the switch so far underneath the deck?
I didn't put it there.
Speaking of different, I was like, I'm trying to like reach it while I'm
I used my
like,
foot.
Oh, do you? I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It sounds so good with the cutout. I've never heard it without the cutout. It's like with the cutouts.
Oh really?
It's so quiet.
Right?
This thing pulls like a train now. It's wild.
It's surprising. I was like, wait a second, is this faster than my Subaru?
Dude, the wire shrunk like crazy. It wasn't anywhere near that knock sensor. It was like a good 2 inches too short. So I don't know if from the factory they're just too, like they're stretched. And
Do you think it's being tugged from the motor shifting?
No, the harness has a lock-in point at the starter.
Huh.
So the wires can't go anywhere, but I think with the heat it shrunk and snapped.
Whoa.
It was weird. So I just depinned the connector, extended the wires long as fuck now.
I saw that.
Dude, this engine gets so fucking hot. He was telling me you said that the block takes forever to cool or whatever.
Well, we were both waiting there. We were probably there for like, we were there for quite a while. I was there for like an hour or two.
Took that shit for a drive.
Yeah.
And then I went to go touch made sure all the plugs are still plugged in. And I was like, what the fuck? It's fucking fire. Like, my car stays ice cold. Like, you can touch whatever you want.
There, sheepy. All right. Before, this thing was snarly as shit and just sounded terribly sloppy. It sounded like a David's Farm car. No high idle, no. Wow, that's amazing. All right, let's figure out what we got. Thank you, Ducky. I don't know how to get out of this neighborhood. Does the gal live? Oh, that already feels so much better. Okay, yeah, I'm stoked. 2 thumbs up, Ducky. Thank you, sir. So that's where I'm going to end this video. The car was pulling strong. I did a few more just to make sure. The only problem that we seemed to have, which was not really a big thing, was every 5 or 10 stoplights, it would stumble at idle once. Super weird, but there was no check engine light. It didn't really do it under load, so I wasn't too concerned about it. And really at this point, the car was working. I kind of had a rough sketch of the trip, but I hadn't actually set dates yet. So the only thing left to do before departure was to plan the route, which is where we pick up in the next video. So thank you so much for making it to the end of this video. This is kind of a new format for me, just because of the actual amount of catastrophe that happened in real life when I was recording the original footage for this video. It kind of required me to do something to fill in some of the holes. Thank you for sticking around, both in this video and for this video. Now before I go, one last thing I wanted to mention. I did make a Patreon recently, and I don't really know how to use it. I haven't set up much properly on it. And for now, only think of it as a tip jar. If I make something that you're absolutely stoked on and you want to throw $1 my way just as a gesture, I'll put the link at the bottom of every video from now on, and this is the last plug I'm gonna do for it until I'm actually uploading enough to justify plugging it. So that's there for you if you want it. Thank you again for watching this video. Thanks for coming along for the ride. Thank you to everyone that came from VinWiki. Unintentionally wearing this shirt today, but it fits me well, so I wear it often. Also, it's the only cloud I have. Anyway, I'm rambling now. You know me, bad at outros. I'll see you in the next one.
That's what I'm gonna do.